Hi, okay, so welcome to the end of the creating textures and materials section. That was quite a heavy workload, and I only showed you sort of a good section of the models, and there are still more like the extra trees and bushes and things. So hopefully you've done all of those, and the logs and the stump and all the rest of them. I've done a lot of texturing. I've shown you lots of different techniques, so you should be able to handle what's left very easily. I can't sit here and do every single object. I showed you all the techniques that can be used to create textures and different sources and different ways of doing things. So hopefully you've taken that all on board, and you're going to really push forward now and create the final objects, because now we're getting over the hump. We're going to start putting it into Unity, and we're going to really see the fruits of our labour. So if you've got this far, you need a big pat on the back, because it's really well earned, and you're just about to see the rewards of your labour. So keep going, push through into the final section, and really get your just rewards. So let's just have a quick look at what you learnt in this section. Obviously the first thing we did was look at Substance Painter. We navigated around it. We showed you how to bring objects in and save projects and things, and then we obviously started with some really basic objects, set up a few layers, and showed you how to paint an object. And really, the first couple of layers after the bow and the axe, it's really much of a muchness. It's really just about learning how to manipulate substance painting to get the best out of it. But if you've got past that section, the rest of it should be fairly straightforward. Once you've grasped the way substance works with the layering system and all the features that it has, it's a fantastic package, and one that you'll use time and time again, I'm pretty sure, and it's only going to get better as time goes on. Then I showed you how to create textures in bitmap to material. I know we did it in the terrain section, but this was in a context so that we could use them within Substance Painter as textures, as tileable textures, rather than as terrain textures. So that was quite useful. I know you have sculpting and what have you, but that's an advanced course. That's the next stage up from where you are now. Creating textures from existing imagery is no bad thing. It's whatever works for your project. And we went on to textures.com to source textures to use in our scene, and then obviously bring them into B2M. And like I said, it's a great website, and you should use it if it's there. Yep, that's what I just described. And we created alphas, and we created glass in Substance Painter. Two quite difficult things to create, but Substance Painter makes it quite easy, really, and you can see it live as you create it, so that's really interesting. I'm going to create a little lamp in the final scene. If you want to see how I created that, just go onto my YouTube channel, and you can see the workflow I used for that lamp there as an extra little bonus. Of course, we learned various masking techniques in Substance Painter. This is a very crucial part of Substance, and allows you to paint parts of your model without affecting the rest of it. And it's just a really cool technique. I mean, it's not new. It's used in Photoshop as well, but again, Substance makes it very easy to use that, and it's invaluable. So it's fantastic. And throughout this section, there was well over 25 lectures on texturing and materials, and bringing them into Unity and setting them up. So you should be fairly fluent in this now. Okay, there's going to be a quality issue perhaps. You're probably not going to get the maximum quality that you will be able to get yet. You just need to keep practicing and keep going. As long as you know the tools now, that's the important thing. And practice will really bring you up to speed. So hopefully you're at that stage where you can do that now. And that's it. So if you have any questions about this section, because I know it's quite heavy and it's quite deep, and I didn't do all the objects, mainly because of the time and it takes to create these things, but I showed you all the techniques. But any questions, please let me know and I will get back to you. It's not a problem at all. And the next section, we're really going to bring our scene alive. We're going to finish populating the scene with all our objects, going to light it, going to put particles in, and we're going to really set it up to make it look pretty fantastic. So I'll see you in the next section.